I mean, I think it's, you kind of have to have a good grasp of the issue and the concept. And, it's, we get so into all these like House bills and Senate bills, and they're written by lawyers, and there's just it reads, like a law brief. And kind of similar to like our tax code or something. It's we all still have to do it, but it's, how do we take, all of this language and convert it into something that just your average voter understands? I mean, I think that's, a very, very good question. And, it's something we deal with day to day. I mean, you really have to kind of have a good understanding of the issue to then be able to explain it to just, your average person. I kind of think of like, I'm in the weeds in the capital of my state and everything, and I know, what's going on and stuff. But like if I were to, sit down at a bar and have a beer with somebody, how do I explain to them what's happening at the Capitol right now? Like in Georgia today, it's crossover day. That's just, to me, it's crossover day. I don't think anything of it, but the average person doesn't know what crossover day is. Well, it's the bills are moving from the Senate to the House, and there's ways to explain it. So I try to think, just like if you were to talk to your friends, how would you explain a bill that just went from the Senate to the House and it's in committee now, and something you care about? How would you explain it to your friends? Because that's who you're explaining it to. It's just friends all over the country.
Um, and this is an area where folks like us can be particularly helpful to the people we serve. I think one of the benefits we have is we're experts in how to communicate your message, but we aren't necessarily going to be an expert in your specific bill that's coming
Issue.
up in Arkansas. And so we might ask the same kinds of questions as as an educated but curious outsider, that an insider won't ask because it's kind of a blind spot to them. So I've actually found that this is an area where folks like Sam or Spencer or me can be particularly helpful. Couple of tips. Don't say legislature and legislators a bunch of times in your script. Say lawmakers and bills. Just easier
Mm-hmm.
to say. It rolls off the tongue faster. It's harder to complicate and mess up.